All right, now that I have showed you guys how to do the QR code, I'm going to show y'all how I do my samples of my washer whiffs. Yes, you can buy laundry samples in the Success store, but sometimes I like to do it the old-fashioned way. If I have whiffs on hand and can just make them and pop them in little baggies and put them in the mail or in my customer orders and go. So what I do is I got these bags. You can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, anywhere that has like a craft section. I get the self-sealing bags, little jewelry bead bags. The size that I got is the 2" by 3". In my opinion, this is the best size in bags, the 2 by 3. You can use these for your wax samples, and I think it is a good amount, it's a good little bag to hold a good amount of washer whiffs. So I'll show y'all how I do my whiffs, and then I will show y'all, I think I've got some samples made up already of my wax. This is my mail little basket, like for all my samples and stuff that I send my mail in. So I have, this is example of my wax samples. And you guys saw my post about using a crinkle cutter. So there is my wax sample. And that is for our scent of the month. I use a crinkle cutter. Just take your wax. I don't have a bar. Just take your wax, do a few cubes, and just slice through, and it cuts the wax and makes it wavy and cute, gives it a little shape. Pop it in the baggie, put your sticker on there that they send you with your scent of the month, and then go. Or if you're doing a fragrance that's not a scent of the month and you don't have a sticker for it, you can make a label. You can handwrite on it. It doesn't matter. Whatever works best for you, do it. I'm all for whatever works for you, whatever works for your customers, go with it and do it. So that was my wax. I'm going to show you how I do my whiffs. So this is the small container of whiffs. This is the 16-ounce $12 container, but I always try to upsell and get my people to do the $30 one. I can't remember how many ounces it is, but anyways, so we just released Palm Beach Breeze in our washer whiffs. When I first started as a consultant, I was giving out a lot of wax samples. I was mailing out a lot of wax samples. I was putting, not wax samples, whiff samples. I was doing wax too, but I was doing a lot of washer whiff samples when I first joined, and that was like 5 years ago. I was doing a lot of washer whiff samples, and there for a little bit, I was selling more washer whiffs than I was wax. And I was okay with that because people weren't just wanting to get the little container of the whiffs. They were wanting to get the big $30 ones, and hey, you sell a couple of those bad boys, that's a qualifying party, and boom, you're active. Or, you know, working towards your 500 leadership PRV that you need. So anyways, here's my scoop. I'm going to take my baggie, and there's easier ways to do it. You can use like a little plastic spoon, but whatever works for you. I'm gonna hold my bag over my whiffs. I don't know if you guys can see. And then I'm just gonna pour into the baggie, and then whatever, you know, whatever spills out, spills back into the container. So that was about like a scoop and a quarter, which I think is good for a small load of washer whiffs. So you'll scoop them in there, seal your bag up, and then I have labels. I still have washer whiff labels from like years ago when I first joined that tells them how to use it. I don't think it's up here. Give me just a second. I'm gonna grab it and I'll be right back. So So here are my washer with instruction labels. You can print these on Avery. Here they are. And then I just pop it on my back. And that basically is telling them how to use this. So I'll show you guys in a separate little link or picture of what my label says. Then on the other side, or I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do it on the other side or maybe on my next baggie, make room for the other label, but we'll just put it on the other side this time. So on the other side, I'm going to put the fragrance that they're sampling along with the QR code connected to that specific fragrance that will take them to my website. And I've already shown you guys how to make a QR code. So on the other side, I'm going to pop this label on. So it'll have instructions on one side, and then the fragrance and the QR code to take them directly to my website to order if they want to. And if they can't figure out how to use the QR code, if they love it enough, they're going to get in touch with you, or they're going to mention it to you when you follow up with them that they really liked this scent and they want to order it. That's so important about sampling. You have to make sure when you send these out, you are following up and keeping track of who you're sending them to. Because if you're just sending them out to be sending them out, guys, you're losing money. You're not making money. So make sure you're keeping track of who you're sending your samples out to. There's all kinds of systems. You can YouTube sampling systems. You can go on the file section on here. There should be some sample systems, but I'm old school and this is what works for me. And it's probably not going to work for everybody, because some people are like, oh, I'm too scatterbrained. I don't know if it's like the mother of 3 children in me, but I just have like a memory I have a really good memory, but I'm really good about keeping up with stuff. So I'm old school, I do pen and paper. This is an example. My kids have scribbled on this. I go in my planner and I write down their names, what I sent them, and the date that I sent it out. And then I give them a few days after the date that I listed, and I give them a few days to get it and use it. And I check back in with them and just get their, you don't have to say, hey, did you like that sample? Or do you have to buy that sample? Do you want to buy the sample? Or do you want to buy the whiffs? No, I'm just going to ask them if they liked it. And if they, say yes, I'm like, okay, well, let me know when I can get you some, because our washer whiffs are amazing. So there's my whiff sample. And that is what I'm going to put in some of my stuff. So definitely get these going, and you will be surprised at how many people say, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. So there you have it. Have a good one, guys. I will talk to y'all soon.